Alrighty folks, so we have the Hampton Bay 15-inch base cabinet in the shaker. For some reason, a lot of the Hampton Bay, especially on Home Depot's website, it's rated like 3.5 stars, and I'm like, what's the deal, you know? The reason why is because a lot of the times the boxes will get delivered, you have a puncture right here, and you got a ding or something like that. I'd be a little bit perturbed on that as well. If you've followed along with me, this is my mudroom right here. I have 24-inch cabinets up there, and I have a 15-inch, I believe, down here. I put a butcher's block on top, I put some 6-inch modern gold pedestal bases on there, and then I put some champagne handles, which spices it up a lot. Anyway, oh, not to mention soft close as well, which I will be doing to the entire kitchen as well. So instead of going with a budget-friendly IKEA option, I went with a budget-friendly Home Depot option. Now, the only concern that some people might have is they want this right here shaker, as in the drawer. Now, if you have a handle on there, a little bit of cardboard dust on there, if you have a handle on there, I don't think you're gonna really notice it too much, rather than having a little opening right here, because again, that nice champagne gold handle will kind of take up that spot there. Absolute worst case scenario, if it bugs me in the future, I'll take a router bit and router out a little shaker thing here, or maybe get rid of the face, make my own face. Now, the other concern some people might have is I'm going to upgrade these so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, that slide is, let's see, is my ball bearings? I think because of my ball bearings. Yeah, that's why. My ball bearings, I think, were too far back. So I was kind of hearing a scraping there. I mean, that's not bad. If you had a handle on there, that's not too bad, but I plan to change all of those out for soft closing. I mean, it doesn't do that bad of a job. Got a little grease on my fingers. It doesn't do that bad of a job. And it looks like those ball bearings want to run. You do have these little things here that my other ones were already installed on there. These ones are not. But again, this is how they come. And this is going to be my custom trash can as well. So let's remove that. You have a little bit of dust right there that just wipes off. But other than that, looks pretty good. The sides are completely white. Of course, I will need to install my foot kicker. And then this is, of course, what the back looks like, but no one really cares what the back looks like because that's going to be going up against either your wall, but in my case, this is going to be my custom island trash can on my kitchen island. And then I'll put up a nice back cover, and then we'll have the hangover with the stone quartz. So you're not going to see that at all, but I'll put some nice MDF decorative board. We'll figure that out when the time comes. The drawers are actually nicely made here. Kind of has, I believe this is butcher block. I think that might just be veneer laminate. I don't think that's a real piece of wood. This is butcher block, so that's real wood. But I believe this might just be MDF laminate, just like you see here, like that, or compressed board, I should say, not MDF. So again, I will be changing these out. They're budget friendly because, you know, obviously it's not super high quality drawer slides or anything like that. Looking in the bottom here, you do have a couple little shelf little hanger hooks there. And you do have a very small shelf, which I'll probably get rid of. And because, again, my trash can is going to go right under here. So what I plan to do is add some drawer slides. It's going to be kind of a custom build. I'll either attach them on the sides or I'll attach it on the bottom. It will slide out this direction. And that's a lot cheaper than buying Hampton Bay's one, which is actually pretty expensive for their trash can one, and it was very poorly reviewed. So, and then of course, just like my mudroom, I'll switch all these to soft closes, and then again, see if that bothers me by not being a shaker pattern. In the perfect world, that would be really nice if that was a thick piece of shaker. If you didn't mind the lip, the easiest thing to do is just get some very small MDF boards. Very thin, and literally just wood glue a rectangle on here, but you would get a very slight lip. But to be honest with you, there's actually a slight lip already from this one to this one, as we can see here. So the drawer is already in, and there's a slight lip. So I might do that instead of trying to router it or make my own custom one. I might just get some very thin ones so the depth wouldn't be that much at all, maybe 1/8 of an inch. And I think that would look really sharp. And you could just use some thin plywood or MDF. Pre-painted would be even better, but you know, sky's the limit. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be right back to the video, but I do wanna thank today's sponsor, which is Manscaped. They have just come out with their Lawnmower 5.0, and this is the Platinum Package 5.0 Ultra. What you get is beautifulness all in one beautiful bundle right here. Let's start on this side here. They give you a body buffer right here. This is really nice. I have one in my shower right now. You put your body wash on there and you scrub away. That is included. You also get deodorant, which I also use. You get their body wash and you get their shampoo and conditioner 2-in-1 as well. Again, I use their body wash every shower. I use their deodorant. I use their body buffer. These are products that I use. Depends on when you're watching this. This is a great gift idea, and I'm actually going to be re-gifting this to someone in the friends and family circle. So, after all we just saw, of course, because this is the Platinum Package 5.0 Ultra, you get yourself, let's go ahead and start over here. You get your crop soother. You get right here your crop preserver. You get your Weed Whacker 2.0. This is an ear and nose hair trimmer. I actually just used mine today, matter of fact. They were getting a little bit long, TMI, but that's what it is used for. You got your little brochure right here. And of course, your brand spanking new Lawnmower 5.0. I have a full review video on this already on the channel. And what makes this one different is, again, this is the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra trimmer. You get your very short hair accessory for the top of your Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. We're not done quite yet, ladies and gentlemen. Underneath, you have your provided travel bag. Great for your overnight trips. You got your charger for both the Weed Whacker and the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, as well as your accessories, trimming guides in here as well. We are still not done quite yet. You also have some literature, and they also do give you a cool little like newspaper. You could put that down for your first use, trim up, and then chuck that in the trash after you're done. But they also give you a pair of their brand new Boxers 2.0, which I have many pairs of these already. Super soft premium boxers. These are in the black color right here, and these are a size too big, or I take these out of the package and keep them and then re-gift the rest, but those are size large, and so I'll go ahead and gift these out as well. You're like, Chris, that's a pretty sweet little package deal. I totally agree with you. If you want to get 20% off and free shipping on this package or any of their other packages, or you can buy these things solo if you want. If you want to get 20% off and free shipping, top link in the description box below will be my direct link. Use that link. You're going to head over to their website, and the 20% off and free shipping will automatically be applied with that link. Grab your gifts. Grab it for yourself. They're great products. They do a great job. You'll thoroughly enjoy them. Thank you to Manscaped for sponsoring this video. And now let's get back to the project. So again, showing you that, and I have some more in the van I need to bring in. So what's going to happen with this is that my custom, obviously this whole thing will be gone, and I'm waiting for the last minute because once I start disconnecting this piece of my kitchen, let me back it up a little bit. Once I start disconnecting all this, which the garbage disposal is disconnected already, but once I start removing all this, I hand wash my dishes anyway, but I will not have a garbage disposal. I got to install one on the other kitchen in the theater room. And I think it's old, so I'll either just donate it. Maybe if I find out it's not that old from the previous owner, I'll put this one in the theater room and get a new garbage disposal for this kitchen. I'm delaying because I do all my breakfast smoothie, everything. It's not that big of a deal, but I got to go all the way down the hallway, blah, 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 and then come back with my food, blah, blah, blah. This will be gone. This custom trash can will go over here, kind of where my dog's dish is. And then the main dishwasher will go right here where this black line is. I bought the Hampton Bay dishwasher divider, kind of like this, where it sits right on the end. Dishwasher, my base cabinet for my sink, which I have not purchased my sink yet. I'll donate this one. And then I'll have my 15-inch base cabinet next to my sink. It's going to be kind of a large island, 10.5 inches overhang from where the cabinets end. So there's plenty of leg room for your stools, and it'll be long enough for at least 3 Maybe if I'm feeling frisky 4, but I don't want it to look too cluttered. Depends on what stools you go with. So that's the idea for today. The idea for today is I'm just kind of planning out, because I'm also planning out my under lighting cabinets, and I don't want to throw up drywall too fast before I start running low voltage wire, because I actually need to come over to this section as well. And I kind of went a little bit too quick with this drywall. So I'm going to have to go through the back side, which is already kind of pulled off in the pantry. And I'm going to put 2 outlets above the coffee bar here. And then I'm actually going to put 2 outlets down below for some oddball reason. One is definitely going to be for a microwave. I just don't know what side quite yet. So I'm just going to throw 2 outlets down there, cut small holes in the back of the cabinetry for access to that panel. I'll jump all the receptacles. It's real simple. I have videos already up on the channel about that. But then I need to bring in all my cabinetry so I can kind of look at it, because all the outlets were too high on the counter. And I don't want you to look at the beautiful backsplash and just see these really high outlets. I want the outlets down towards the quartz stone countertops that we will eventually be getting in as well. Nothing's guaranteed, so God willing. And then I'm going to start over here, again, running my low voltage wire for all my under cabinet lighting. I'll either go up and down or through the area here and then drop down. So these cabinets will also have LED lighting here. Underneath the top cabinets, there'll be tile backsplash, and then your coffee bar here for a nice little espresso machine. My new Keurig I haven't brought out quite yet. And then this light switch over here will be it's kind of expensive, but it'll be a light switch slash voltage regulator as well. It's like a hole-in-one unit where it'll take 120 volt, put it down, running it through, I think I have 14 gauge wire, and then juicing on some 12 volt LEDs. I'm going to probably go with cob lighting, just some really nice warm lighting, and we'll run that all the way around. Stop it. My wire will go up and down, and then reattaching it to some other lights over here. And I'll be using diffusers for all this. We're going to make it real dialed in. And then once I pull up the subfloor for all my plumbing for my custom island and dishwasher, I'll also run the low voltage wire, either coming from here, that might be a pain. So I might branch it off because I actually have to rip this area up anyway to cap all this off. So I'll probably branch off the low voltage wire going this way and this way. So when you hit this switch, boom, here, all these cabinet lights will start glowing. This cabinet light will start glowing. And then I'm going to put LEDs on the bottom of my kickboard. So if you're looking at this, let's just say this is my new island, all this would be glowing as well down here. I don't want to have overkill. I'm not going to do any LED lighting underneath this. That might be a little overkill. I might not on my new custom island. You never know. But I'll just do it underneath the cabinets. I don't think it's necessary to go underneath the bottom of all the cabinets and oven and all that stuff. I think it will look real sharp if I have just the under cabinets, and then on the foot kicker on the kitchen island. But everything is subject to change. That's what's nice about being your own contractor, is that, hey, you want change, you do change yourself. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's talk our way through this. I'm a very visual person, and this actually makes complete sense, even though, yes, you will be scooting them around a little bit. This is where I'm a visual person. It's better than just measurements. So this potentially, I don't have handles on here right now, and this was in the shop, so we have some moths in there we need to vacuum up. But this potentially is where the microwave might be. And I say might be because the reason why, I want to start my kitchen island because, again, I have the dishwasher, the main sink, and then I have my 15-inch over here. I don't want to go too far into, like, the couch is kind of going to be where that compressor is right there. So I don't want to butt the island and you have a tight walkway right through here. Of course, this will be gone. And so you need to swing open your doors. You need to visually look at that. And then you need to think about your overhang of your stone. And is that too far? So the original plan was right there. That's where the edge would be of the stone. And so I would have to literally kneel down like this to get to the microwave. So I don't know if we're going to put the microwave there or not. I will put an outlet down there with access to it just in case. No harm, no foul if not. I'm going to put it over there on that side, I have so many cabinets, praise the Lord, that you're going to have plenty of room for pots and pans, etc. The other last idea is it goes in the pantry laundry room, which is not my first choice because you need as much pantry room as possible. You know, you got to think about the future. You got to think about the family, God willing. So again, with this all gone, you're going to have another 36-inch base with a shelf. This is a 36-inch base, but this is the hollowed out kitchen sink one. That one will have a top drawer and then bottoms and then a little drawer, pretty much identical to this. This one I picked up at Restore. It's a little dirty, but actually that has soft close on top. And then these aren't the best soft closes, but those are soft closes as well, which really cool nonetheless. But I do have some extras of the same one, so I'll just put those on the bottom down here. So we're looking absolutely fantastic. That is going to be my coffee bar area, and then I'll have shelves on top. So again, visualizing where my outlets need to be. Before, the outlets were like way up here, and that's too high for me. I want the outlets sitting like maybe an inch, starting about an inch above, maybe 2 inches above the stone. And what that's for is I don't want a cord way up here and then the coffee machine pressed up against it. I want the coffee machine pressed up right against the cord and then wound up with some cord management. So I'll have like a Nespresso one here, and then I'll have my Keurig or vice versa. And so the microwave might go over there. So right now, this is more of like a visualization. So I haven't really got too much done, but there's times in your project where you realize, okay, it just needs to get done. So I spent like over half a day just designing out my kitchen, pricing it, putting the dimensions on it, going online and ordering it, and it's just part of the process. And so I'm going to have to rip the Band-Aid off, and not today because I need to get a workout in. And then tonight is special bi-weekly Thursday, Dirty Thursday, where I get one dirty meal on a Thursday if you've earned it and got your workouts in and burned some good calories. So with that said, I'm going to work out in a little bit and then go get my pizza night and watch a movie and have a good time. You do need to take a break every once in a while. And I've been doing a lot of video work for the half the day and then working on the house the second half of the day. It's just what needs to get done sometimes. So I'm looking at low voltage wire right here. This is 14 gauge. I do not believe I have enough here to run my lines. No harm, no foul. I'm going to see if Pops has some extra of this. He actually gave me this, so thank you, Pop. So with this wiring, I'm just planning out my attack mode the best I can. I'm definitely going to have to put more access holes in here. And so let's get that done for a little bit this evening before we do start our workout. But also what I'm getting at is tomorrow we're going to have to pull the Band-Aid, and we're going to open this up. And let me just show you. This is just nasty down here right now. Previous owner put a lot of spray foam. I think he had some mice that got in there. So a lot of spray foam. I'm going to cap all this plumbing off. I'm not going to save any of it. I'm not going to save the P-trap. I'm going to redo all fresh piping. The cheap route to do would be literally open up the floor, cut these pipes, and then just literally bring all that up, insert it into the new pipes that I'm going to bring over here. I have no idea if those are the original pipes. If they are, they're from 92. There's probably a lot of crud in there and some smells I don't want to deal with. And then, of course, we're going to PEX pipe all of the good stuff. The previous owner did this. Some really nice connections on there. So I'm going to try to save as much as I can on that because that's a lot of money of shut-off valves, good brass fittings. I mean, you're probably looking at over $50 just right there in fittings and cut-off valves. So I'm going to try to use them as much as I can with that. And then he did run some PEX, but all of this original stuff, this gray tubing, water lines, I'm going to get rid of all that, redo it with PEX, and then get some new black ABS. The only thing I might save is this vent. I'm not sure if I've seen that at Home Depot or Lowe's. So worst case scenario, I'll just chop it off like right here and then sack that into my new line and all that. Obviously, I'm going to have to move this. I'll rip open the floorboards and we'll measure it all out. And then that literally, what you looked at down there will literally be coming up through the bottom of the sink right here. And this is a fake drawer on the Hampton Bay, if you are wondering. But of course, this will all be moved down because the dishwasher will be here.